Welcome to my channel History Coins HD. If you love discovering hidden treasures and learning about rare US coins, you're in the right place. In today's video, we'll reveal some of the most valuable coins that could be worth far more than you think. Stick around till the end, you won't want to miss what these rare gems are really worth. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel to enjoy more discoveries in future. Let's dive in. Number 1. Today, we're diving into the story of a coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but it might just make your jaw drop. We're talking about the elusive and mysterious United States gold $1 coin from the year 2000, featuring none other than Sacagawea herself. This coin has been hiding in plain sight for years. Maybe you've seen one. Maybe you've even spent one. But what if I told you there's a rare version of this coin that could be worth a small fortune? That's right, what you thought was a simple golden dollar might just be a treasure waiting to be discovered. Now, before you go digging through your drawers and jars of change, let's take a journey back in time and explore the origins of this incredible coin. In the year 2000, the United States Mint launched a brand new dollar coin featuring Sacagawea, the courageous Native American woman who helped guide Lewis and Clark across the uncharted American West. Her story is woven into the very fabric of American history, and the Mint wanted a coin that would honor her legacy. The design they chose was powerful and elegant. On the front, or obverse side, you'll see Sacagawea portrayed with her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, wrapped on her back. Her gaze is calm, confident, and determined. This was a symbol not just of motherhood, but of guidance, strength, and endurance. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find a soaring bald eagle, majestic and powerful, along with 17 stars to represent the states in the Union at the time of the Lewis and Clark expedition. This coin was special for another reason too. Unlike traditional coins made from silver or nickel, this $1 coin was made from a blend of manganese brass that gave it a beautiful golden hue. That's why people often refer to it as the golden dollar, though it doesn't actually contain any real gold. Or does it? Now here's where the mystery begins. Most Sacagawea dollars were minted in massive numbers, especially at the Philadelphia Mint, which is marked with a tiny P on the coin. These coins were meant for everyday use, and millions were put into circulation. You could find them at vending machines, in bankrolls, or even as change from your morning coffee. But in the world of coin collecting, not all coins are created equal. There's one version of the 2000p Sacagawea dollar that breaks all the rules, and it's no ordinary coin. In a rare twist of history, a few special coins were accidentally, or perhaps secretly, struck on a different kind of planchet. Instead of the regular golden dollar blank, they were made using real gold alloy planchets, the kind originally used for the 22-karat gold commemorative coins. This created an ultra-rare variety of the 2000p Sacagawea dollar that collectors now call the gold dollar mule or Cheerios dollar, depending on the discovery. Wait, what's a Cheerios dollar? Well, back in 2000, the US Mint teamed up with General Mills to promote the new dollar coin. They placed about 5,500 Sacagawea dollars into random boxes of Cheerios cereal as part of a promotional campaign. Most of those coins were regular issues. But a few of them, just a few, had a special reverse design with enhanced detail on the eagle's tail feathers. This variation wasn't widely known until years later, when collectors began to realize just how rare and valuable those Cheerios dollars really were. But what's even more shocking is the discovery of an even rarer version, the gold alloy error coin. These were struck using gold blanks meant for another coin entirely. It's believed that only a handful were ever made, possibly even by mistake or as test strikes. And here's where it gets really exciting: these rare gold $1 coins have caused a stir in the numismatic world. Coin dealers and collectors have been chasing them for years, and their value has soared beyond anyone's expectations. The reason? Extreme rarity, historical significance, and the sheer mystery surrounding their creation. Imagine holding a coin that was never meant to exist. A coin that blends American history, minting error, and an unforgettable story. That's what makes the 2000p Sacagawea Gold Dollar such a legendary piece. So how do you know if you have one of these golden treasures? Well, there are a few key things to look out for. First, check the mint mark. It should be a P for Philadelphia. Next, examine the coin's surface carefully. Does it have an unusual shine or a weight that feels different? You might need a jeweler's scale to measure the precise weight. And most importantly, if your coin looks different from others, or has a sharper eagle design, it could be one of the rare variants. In any case, get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service. It's worth it. Now, Here's the moment you've all been waiting for. One of these extremely rare 2000-piece Sacagawea Gold $1 coins was once sold in a private auction for an incredible price. And when we say incredible, we mean it. Hold on to your seats, that coin was sold for a staggering $95,000, yes, you heard that right. $95,000 for a single golden dollar coin that most people might overlook or spend without a second thought. So before you spend that old dollar coin you found in the back of your drawer, take a closer look. It might just change your life. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this coin deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more hidden treasures from the world of numismatics, and ring the bell so you never miss a new discovery. Who knows? The next valuable coin might be sitting right in your pocket. Number 2. We're about to explore something truly fascinating, a coin that holds not only historical weight but potentially life-changing value. We're diving deep into the story of a rare United States $1 gold coin that honors a remarkable figure in American history, John Quincy Adams, the 6th President of the United States. Now, before you skip ahead, trust me, you're going to want to hear this entire story. Because this isn't just any coin. It's one that bridges the gap between America's early days and modern collectors' dreams. And if you're lucky enough to find one in your collection, it could be worth a fortune. Let's begin with the man himself, John Quincy Adams. Born in 1767, he was the son of John Adams, the second U.S. president, and a man who grew up amid the American Revolution. He was more than just a president, he was a diplomat, a scholar, a visionary, and a lifelong public servant. By the time he took office in 1825, Adams had already served as a senator, a diplomat to multiple European nations, and Secretary of State under President James Monroe. John Quincy Adams is best remembered for his strong advocacy of modernization, education, and the expansion of American infrastructure. He believed in a national university, the advancement of science, and the development of a more connected and enlightened nation. Though his presidency lasted only one term, his impact on American policy and politics was far-reaching. After his time in the White House, he continued to serve in Congress for nearly 2 decades, an unmatched legacy of service. Now imagine this, a coin that captures the essence of this historic figure. A coin that not only commemorates his presidency from 1825 to 1829 but has become a shining symbol of rarity and collector obsession. In the early 2000s, the U.S. Mint launched the Presidential Dollar Coin program, creating coins that honored each U.S. president in the order they served. In 2008, they released the John Quincy Adams $1 coin as part of this series. But here's where things take a twist. While most of these coins were produced in a golden-colored manganese brass alloy and released into circulation, a tiny number, an extremely tiny number, were mistakenly or experimentally struck using genuine gold blanks or with unique minting errors. These rare specimens were never intended for mass circulation and were likely the result of internal mint tests, pattern trials, or misstrikes that slipped into the hands of collectors. So what does this mean? It means that if you have a 2008 John Quincy Adams presidential dollar, and it feels different, looks different, or weighs slightly more than a regular one, it could be something truly special. Some rare versions have been discovered in pristine, uncirculated condition. Others contain fascinating minting errors like missing edge lettering, doubled images, or incorrect metal content. And then there are the rumored ultra-rare gold planchet strikes, coins struck on real gold blanks. These coins, which may have only a handful of surviving examples, represent the crown jewels of modern U.S. presidential dollar coins. Just picture it, a shining gold dollar bearing the image of John Quincy Adams, with flawless detail, preserved through time, reflecting not just light but over 200 years of American legacy. Collectors around the world go wild for coins like these. Why? Because they are a perfect storm of history, rarity, condition, and mystery. They combine modern coin production with the aura of the past. And the value placed on these rare specimens has been skyrocketing. You might be asking yourself, how would I even recognize one of these rare coins? First, check the edge of your John Quincy Adams dollar. Most regular versions have edge inscriptions with the year and mottos. If your coin is missing this or has an unusually sharp or clean edge, it could be an error coin. Next, inspect the finish. Does it look like it's made of actual gold, not just gold-colored metal? If so, you might want to weigh it and compare it with official mint specifications. A genuine gold planchet will almost certainly weigh more. If your coin has all the signs, a perfect surface, no circulation wear, unusual shine, heavier weight, or missing details, it's time to get it professionally graded. Services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate the coin and certify its rarity, which is absolutely critical if you're hoping to turn it into a 5 or 6-figure payday. And now, let's talk about that payday point. One of the few verified rare versions of this John Quincy Adams gold dollar coin, either struck on a gold planchet or preserved in perfect, uncirculated condition, has reached unbelievable heights in value at auction. Not just because of the metal, but because of the rarity, the story, and the demand among elite collectors. So, how much could this seemingly ordinary dollar coin be worth? Brace yourself. Point one of these rare John Quincy Adams presidential gold $1 coins has been valued at an astonishing $110,000. That's right, $110,000. For a single coin, and to think, it could be sitting right now in a collection, in a desk drawer, or even forgotten in a coin jar. It's stories like these that remind us of the treasures hiding in plain sight. So here's your challenge: dig through your collection. Take another look at those presidential dollars. If you've got a 2008 John Quincy Adams coin that looks different, don't overlook it. Examine it. Test it. Get it appraised. It just might be the most valuable dollar you'll ever touch. If you love this story and want to learn more about rare coins, hidden treasures, and the history behind the money we use every day, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss another discovery. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your coins clean, and your curiosity alive. You never know what fortune might be hiding in your hands. Number 3. We're diving into one of the most fascinating, underrated, and potentially life-changing coins in American numismatic history. A golden dollar that honors a man who helped write the foundation of the United States, the one and only James Madison, our fourth president. If you've ever wondered whether an old coin in your collection could be worth more than just $1, then pay close attention. Because today, we're uncovering the incredible story of the James Madison gold $1 coin, a rare piece that could be hiding in plain sight, and might just be worth a small fortune. Let's start at the beginning, not just with the coin, but with the man himself. James Madison was born in 1751. And by the time he entered the presidency in 1809, he had already earned the nickname Father of the Constitution. That's right, Madison was the brilliant mind behind much of the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights. He helped shape the very ideals that this nation was founded on. But his legacy doesn't stop with ink and paper. As president, Madison led the country through the War of 1812, a turbulent time that tested the strength of the young American republic. His leadership, intellect, and unwavering commitment to liberty made James Madison a legendary figure in American history. And now, more than 2 centuries later, his image is forever captured on a coin that's become one of the most talked about rarities among modern collectors. So where does the coin come in? In 2007, the United States Mint began issuing a series of presidential $1 coins to honor each U.S. president in the order they served. James Madison's coin was released later that same year, and millions were struck, mostly in standard manganese brass, giving it that distinctive golden color. These coins were intended for everyday use, and many people spent them, collected them, or even forgot about them. But among those millions of ordinary coins, a few were not ordinary. In fact, a few very special ones were different, dramatically different. Here's where things get exciting. Some rare James Madison presidential dollar coins are believed to have been struck on experimental or incorrect planchets, blanks used for different coins, or possibly even gold alloy test strikes. Others have unique minting errors, like missing edge lettering, double dies, or off-metal strikes. These coins weren't supposed to exist, yet somehow, a handful made their way out of the U.S. Mint and into the hands of collectors, or ended up in circulation completely by accident. Imagine going to buy a coffee with a coin worth more than a luxury car, and now, how do you tell if you have one of these rare pieces? Start with the basics. The James Madison coin should have a date of 1809 to 1817, which marks his presidential term. On the edge, it should include inscriptions like E Pluribus Unum and In God We Trust, along with the mint year. But here's the twist: some of the rare variants are missing the edge lettering completely. Others may have been double struck or show signs of a striking error, but the most valuable versions? Those are the ones believed to have been struck on gold planchets, real gold, not just the golden colored alloy used for normal coins. These coins are heavier, have a completely different sheen, and in some cases, may even look like they were minted for a completely different denomination. It's speculated that some of these gold planchet coins were test strikes for commemorative coins or simply rare minting accidents that slipped through quality control. If you suspect you have one of these coins, don't spend it, get it professionally examined. Organizations like NGC or PCGS can grade, authenticate, and certify your coin. That little verification can be the key to unlocking its true value. So, why are collectors so obsessed with these rare James Madison coins? It's not just about the gold. It's about the story. It's about the connection to America's past, to the founding principles of our democracy, and to a president who helped craft the framework of the United States. When history and rarity come together in a physical form, especially one that fits in the palm of your hand, collectors take notice. And they're willing to pay handsomely for that piece of history. Now, the part you've all been waiting for: how much could one of these rare James Madison gold $1 coins actually be worth? One verified specimen, struck on a gold planchet, in immaculate, uncirculated condition, and authenticated by professionals, has stunned collectors and buyers alike by reaching a jaw-dropping auction price of $105,000. Yes, you heard that right, $105,000. For a single dollar coin, think about that for a moment. One coin, once thought to be ordinary, now valued higher than a brand new luxury vehicle or even a college education. That's the magic of numismatics, the hidden wealth behind everyday objects. So, go ahead and take another look at your collection. Pull out that old roll of dollar coins you've had tucked away. Because you never know what rare gem might be hiding among them. That next treasure could be in your hands right now, and it might just be worth $105,000. If you enjoyed today's journey through American history and hidden treasure, be sure to like this video, subscribe for more deep dives into rare coins and collectibles, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a discovery. Number 4. We're talking about a golden piece of numismatic mystery and value, the rare United States $1 coin honoring the 12th President of the United States, Zachary Taylor. And now, this isn't just another coin video. This is a journey into the past, a journey that ties together war, leadership, a presidency cut short, and a coin that might be worth way more than you'd ever imagine. So buckle up, because the tale of this gold dollar is one you don't want to miss. Let's start with the man behind the coin, Zachary Taylor. Born in 1784, Taylor was a career military officer long before he ever stepped foot into politics. Known as Old Rough and Ready, he was a national war hero, celebrated for his victories during the Mexican-American War. Americans loved his no-nonsense leadership, his bravery on the battlefield, and his rugged honesty. That popularity helped sweep him into the presidency in 1849, even though he had never held public office before. But Zachary Taylor's presidency was tragically brief. Just 16 months into his term, he suddenly fell ill and died in 1850, leaving behind a legacy of strength, a nation on the brink of civil conflict, and a short-lived but powerful presidency that would echo in American memory. Fast forward over 150 years, and the United States Mint decided to commemorate each president with their own $1 coin as part of the Presidential Dollar Series. Zachary Taylor's coin was released in 2009. Most of these were minted in huge numbers using a golden-colored alloy, and they made their way into circulation, banks, and coin collections across the country. But not all of them were created equal among the standard coins. A few special versions exist, so rare, so unusual, that they've become the stuff of collector legend. Some of these coins were accidentally struck using the wrong metal blanks. Others were struck without their edge lettering, those telltale inscriptions like E Pluribus Unum, In God We Trust, and the mint year. And in the most mysterious and exciting cases, a handful of Zachary Taylor coins are believed to have been struck on real gold planchets. Yes, actual gold. And now, let's talk about that for a second. A coin struck on a gold planchet is not something you come across every day. These blanks are usually reserved for special commemorative coins, and if one somehow ends up being used for a regular dollar coin, it's either an extremely rare minting error or part of a secretive test strike, both of which make collectors lose their minds with excitement. These kinds of errors aren't just flukes, they're treasures. When discovered, they often find their way into private auctions or top-tier collections, and their value skyrockets because of how few exist. And when you combine that level of rarity with a historical figure like Zachary Taylor, you've got the perfect storm for a high-value collectible. So how can you tell if you might have one of these rare gold dollar coins? Start by examining the coin closely. Look at the edge. Are the inscriptions missing? That could be an error version. Next, check the color and luster. Does it shine differently than a normal coin? Does it have that unmistakable golden glow that only real gold gives off? If it does, weigh the coin. A gold coin will almost always weigh more than a regular one due to the metal's density. If your Zachary Taylor coin looks suspiciously special, don't keep it in a drawer. Get it examined by a certified grading service like NGC or PCGS. They can test the metal, verify the strike, and certify its authenticity, giving it official recognition and opening the door to serious offers from serious collectors. Why does this matter so much? Because the world of rare coins is one of the few hobbies where history and fortune collide. Every coin tells a story of politics, power, war, and change, and owning one is like holding a time capsule in your hand. But when that coin is also a mistake, a rarity, or made from precious metal by accident, its value shoots through the roof. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Just how much could one of these extremely rare Zachary Taylor Gold $1 coins be worth? Well, one verified specimen, authenticated and preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, shocked the collecting world by reaching a stunning final price at auction. A price that reflects its extreme rarity, historical importance, and collector demand. That coin sold for an incredible $90,000. That's right, $90,000. All for a $1 coin that most people wouldn't even give a second glance. So what's the lesson here? Check your coins. Look through your collection. Dig into those old boxes and rolls of change. Because among the ordinary, the extraordinary sometimes hides in plain sight. And who knows, maybe the next great discovery isn't in a museum, but in your own home. If you loved this story, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more incredible coin adventures, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a new episode. We've got more rare coins, wild stories, and hidden treasures coming your way. Number 5. We're talking about a $1 coin that honors the shortest presidency in U.S. history, but carries a value that's anything but short today. We're diving into the fascinating world of the United States $1 coin honoring William Henry Harrison, the 9th president, and why this particular piece might just be hiding a secret that could be worth a staggering amount of money. Let's rewind the clock all the way back to the year 1841. William Henry Harrison had just been elected president of the United States. A former war hero known for his role in the Battle of Tippecanoe, Harrison campaigned as a man of the people, a rugged frontiersman, and a patriot. His election symbolized a shift in American politics, and his inauguration was one of the most highly anticipated events of the era. But history had other plans. On March 4, 1841, Harrison gave the longest inaugural speech in U.S. history, over 8,000 words, in cold, rainy weather, without a coat or hat. Just a month later, he became the first U.S. president to die in office, serving only 31 days before passing away from pneumonia. His presidency was the shortest ever recorded, and yet, despite serving for just 1 month, his legacy lives on, not just in the history books, but in the form of a coin that collectors around the world dream of finding. Fast forward to 2009, when the U.S. Mint released the presidential $1 coin program. This series featured each president on a specially designed $1 coin, released in order of service. William Henry Harrison's coin was included, depicting his portrait on the obverse with the inscriptions of his name and years in office. 1841. Millions of these coins were minted using a golden-colored alloy, intended for daily use and public circulation. You might find one in a coin roll, a drawer, or even in your pocket change. But among those countless standard coins, there are a few that are different. Very different. This is where the story takes a golden turn. In rare circumstances, coins like these were struck on incorrect metal planchets being the blank discs that coins are minted onto. Whether through accident or through testing by the mint, a few extremely rare examples of these presidential dollars have been discovered struck on real gold planchets. Let that sink in. A coin meant to be an everyday dollar, but struck using gold. These kinds of minting mistakes or experimental test strikes are incredibly uncommon. They were never meant for the public. Yet somehow, a few made it out of the mint and into the hands of collectors, and when one of these golden William Henry Harrison dollars surfaces, the entire numismatic community takes notice. Now, what makes this coin so desirable goes far beyond the metal it's made from. It's about history, legacy, and the sheer irony that the man with the shortest presidency has one of the most valuable coins in the entire presidential dollar series. But that's not all. Some of these rare coins may also feature unique errors, like missing edge lettering, doubled images, or unusual finishes. These mistakes further amplify their rarity and their desirability among collectors. Edge lettering, for instance, was a key design element of the presidential dollar coins. If that lettering is missing or incorrect, it instantly boosts the coin's potential value. So, how can you tell if the William Henry Harrison dollar coin you're holding is just another dollar or something extraordinary? Start by examining the edge. Look for the correct inscriptions. If the edge is smooth, blank, or has a misprint, that's your first clue. Next, study the color and weight. A true gold planchet will have a distinctly different shine and will weigh more than a standard coin. Finally, get it tested. If you suspect something special, don't guess it, take it to a reputable grading service like NGC or PCGS. Their certification can mean the difference between a curious coin and a life-changing payday. And speaking of life-changing, the rarest examples of the William Henry Harrison Gold $1 coin, those confirmed to be struck on real gold or preserved in flawless condition, have become legend in the world of coin collecting. Their value is not just tied to gold content, but to history, scarcity, and sheer collector passion. Now comes the moment you've been waiting for. One such coin, preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, authenticated and confirmed by experts, has stunned the auction world. This particular piece, shining with history and rare metal, sold for an astounding price. That rare William Henry Harrison dollar coin was valued at an incredible $98,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $98,000. For a coin bearing the image of a man who served as president for just 31 days, it just goes to show you time may be short, but legacy can last forever. And sometimes, that legacy comes in the form of a coin small enough to fit in your palm, but valuable enough to change your life. So don't ignore the coins in your change jar. Re-examine those dollar coins in your collection. Because one of them, just one, could turn out to be a once-in-a-lifetime find. If you enjoyed this story and want to discover more hidden treasures, rare coins, and fascinating pieces of American history, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching, and remember, in the world of coin collecting, the smallest discoveries often hold the greatest value. Happy hunting, and keep your eyes sharp. You never know when your next dollar could be worth $98,000.